Aloha Collective. This is Hawaiian Libra, and I'm going to do a celebrity reading for number 12. This reading is for entertainment purposes only, and this reading is for 18 years and older, although I'm very clairvoyant. Check out my Instagram page, Hawaiian Libra, on Instagram. So on Sundays, I give a free card reading, 3 cards. I use 3 cards, and it's free. I give you a reading. It's high quality reading that can help you with options and give you suggestions, and very helpful. All you gotta do is DM me, direct message me that you want a reading, and then I can give you a time slot. It's usually Sundays that I give these free readings from I think like 12 noon to 2 p.m. or something like that. I don't know. It depends on the day because of the Christmas vacation. But I will stop doing the free readings mid of January because I will be working with Kanaka Psychics. Again, so the next celebrity reading, this reading might be really long because this celebrity reading, Ali Campbell, from UB40, that is the next celebrity reading 12. He just has a long history. That's why he's just been around for a long time and had a long history. So when I was probably 9 years old, I first heard Red Wine, and in Hawaii, reggae music is really popular. And so Red Wine was played at weddings, graduations, and then along in the 80s, all the way in the 90s, we were still rocking to UB40, even in the 2000s. I learned a lot from behind the scenes with this band. One of my I don't have a favorite song on their albums. Yeah, so one of their songs is that I really love, but it's not the only song that I love, is Don't Break My Heart. And I'm gonna try and sing it for you. 1 and 2 and 3. You shoot me down in flames, you put me down a lot, but I'm gonna give you my heart. Go and take it. Please be careful not to break it. Just remember, it's the only one I've got. It's the only one I've got. Don't break my heart. Don't break my heart. But that's not the only song I like. It's like Kingston Town. I love Red Wine. It's just such an amazing group, and how they got started is so interesting. About their early years. Groovin', I love that song. I Got You, Babe. I Am a 1 in 10, and even his collaborations of Ali Campbell's collaborations with other musicians. I love it. It's so enjoyable. His voice. So his voice, I found out, is according to Singing Carrot's website, his voice, he has a vocal range of F2, C5, 2.6 octaves, baritone, A2, between A2, A4, and a tender C3 and C5. And it depends on what song he sings, with his vocal range. But yeah, let us do his astrological sign before I get all excited about everything else. So this part of the information came from astrotheme.com. Oh, sorry, wrong. That was celebrity reading 12. Sorry, but it's still from astrotheme.com. So Ali Campbell, is his astrological sign is Aquarius. And from Astro Theme, he's born on February 15th, 1959 in Birmingham, United Kingdom, or known as England, right? His sun is 2604 in Aquarius. His moon is 2245 in Taurus. His Chinese astrology is Earth, the Earth Pig. His numerology is birth path 5. His birth name is Alistair Ian Campbell. He is a British singer. He became a solo artist and songwriter a little bit along the way. He's was a lead singer and is a lead singer and one of the founding members of the reggae band UB40. So another story talks about that I read somewhere or heard somewhere was that UB40, okay, so he went into a bar or something, got into a fight, and he had to do surgery on his eye. And UB40 stands for unemployment benefits. He has to go on unemployment benefits, and that was the name that they use. Yeah. His brothers are part of the band. So his brother bandmate Robin Campbell, his dad was a folk singer, Ian Campbell, and it mentions in one of the articles that his dad, believed in communism, and Ali disagreed because whenever he went to Russia always was like, he always saw poverty. Yeah, so I guess with capitalism and communism, still see both both sides. I think there has to be a balance. I don't know. But while he sang for UB40, he sold over 70 million workers. He toured around the world, at least had 4 number 1 hits, over 40 top UK singles. UB40 received awards like the Ivor Novel for international achievement, at the 2007 Grammys. Oh wait, let me go back about let me circle back about Ali Campbell's when he got his eye, he had to go on unemployment benefit. He had to get unemployment benefits, and I think I don't know if he had medical or anything like that, but they during that time they blamed the poor health system against Margaret Thatcher during that time. I guess a political influence that she had about cutting the health benefits and stuff like that in England. And so he wrote and said some quotes about it and had strong feelings against it. Okay, and just remember that he was raised in Birmingham, in the South Birmingham, where there was a lot of immigrants from that were into reggae music. They were Jamaican, they were Indian, just a mixed group. So he was raised with them, y'all, in music and cultural. So one of I think it was Afro Theme, said he had 33.9% air in his natal chart. 33.5 earth and fire 157, water 16.9. And from Astro Seek, from another site, a website, mentions he's 64 years old presently. And in Astro Seek website, it said that his sun was 26 in Aquarius. His moon is 16 in Taurus. His Mercury is also in Aquarius. And then I had to go to All Famous or to continue his natal chart. But Venus is a 10th house and it's in Pisces. His Mars, 12th house, and is in Gemini. And on that website, it said Jupiter, the 6th house, is in Sagittarius. His Saturn is in Capricorn. His Uranus is in Leo. His Neptune is in Scorpio. His Pluto is in Virgo. His North Node is in Libra. And his Lilith is Taurus. So just imagine being an air sign, having an air sign sun, and then having a earth sign moon. Earth sign moon, and then just being mixed with earth signs, air signs, and having some water and fire. And I mean, just imagine how much energy you have in this natal chart, how much talent you have, beauty you also instill in this natal chart. So the band had its ups and downs, as everybody knows. So There's like couple sites that claim that Ali didn't only wrote one song, and Brian, another important, sorry, what's his name? Brian, sorry, Therese, no, his last name, but wrote most of the songs on there. But if you look at if you listen to UB40 without Ali, it doesn't sound distinctive and the same. Just saying, no offense to any of the band members that are watching this, no offense, but I have an ear for reggae music because I grew up with reggae music since the 80s, right? And so when I listen to UB40 without Ali, it does not sound this. I don't know. I don't like it. I need to have Ali Campbell singing that part. But I just wanna also give credit to the band members that wrote the songs as well. You know, because being a songwriter, you get left behind. So the band had its ups and downs, and he fought with his brothers. But when I look at some of the interviews on the videos, they all talk good about each other, because, as brothers, they love each other. And he before he didn't only do one concert in Hawaii, they did more than one concert in Hawaii. I just never went to them. I have friends that went to them, but the next concert is a birthday gift to myself, so I'm going to be going to that one. Well, it's a birthday gift from a friend, actually, so I'm going to go to that one. Okay, yeah, he was aware that reggae music was becoming popular. Well, he's seen it, become popular. So their group, let's see, was noticed by the Pretenders, the one that he sang, I Got You Babe. So I think I'll get into that later. But he gets into an interview. He talks about the Solomon Islands when he interviews with BBC, and talks about like how someone came out, wearing their tribal clothing. They got their band pipes out, and they were playing UB40 music. And at first they were intimidated by this the Solomon people, because they came out with, they saw some bows and arrows, and so they were like, oh, and being, and they were like, and then they busted out some band pipes or flutes, and they were playing music from UB40, and they were saying, oh, we didn't know our music reached all the way here. But they love traveling the islands in Oceania, and I like that. So they first formed their group in 1978, right? So, and I already mentioned he grew up with Indian and Jamaican. He had Indian and Jamaican friends. And I mentioned about the unemployment. Okay, guitarist, and then Brian, keyboardist, and so Astro wrote his own. I believe it was him that wrote his own raps, and he just passed away. And I think in some of Ali's interviews, he talks about how precious that time was, and his brother was on guitar. Okay, their first concert was at the Having Horns or something like that in Birmingham. Okay, the first song, that was in 1983. Neil Diamond's version. I mean, they took the version of Neil Diamond and made it into reggae, Red Wine, and it became very popular. And they opened up for what's her name? They opened up the Pretenders, the lead singer for the Pretenders. They opened up. It was I think a girl. Was it a? They opened up for her first concert, their first concert, and they performed or they performed at they also performed at Nelson Mandela's 70th birthday party. Yeah, and they sang Can't Help Falling in Love with You. Okay, let me try to see if I got keyboardist Robin. First concert was percussionist. Oh, right there. Yeah, Chrissy Hayde. Yeah, they was asked to open up for them. Asked to open up for them. Let's see. And he sang "I Got You, Babe" with Chrissy Hayde. Also Breakfast. Yeah, Breakfast in Bed with Chrissy. So yeah, they said that Brian Travers, who died from a brain tumor, wrote most of the songs. That's what they mentioned. Political song was 1 in 10. Yeah, because it was like a harsh time politically in England, and they were all at one time, they were all in unemployment at one time. They all had unemployment. I want to say that they were good manifestors too, because one of their songs was about ending. Their first song was Signing Off. It was called Signing Off, and it was supposed to be a song to end unemployment. So they were, at the same time, they were manifesting while they were songwriting. So just brilliant group, brilliant. So they were manifesting as well while they were writing songs. And also they were at the right time and right place when they were discovered by Chrissy from the Pretenders. Okay, let's get into the card readings. I asked Spirit or to give us messages, what we can learn from Ali Campbell from UB40. Okay. Oh, and I love this. I love how his reggae version of "You Gotta Smile So Bright, You Could Have Been a Candle." I love that song. So after this, watch some UB40 videos and listen to some UB40 because it's gonna make you so happy. Listen to some UB40 songs. Okay, Seven of Clubs. Okay, Seven of Clubs. I feel like fun and relaxing. Five of Diamonds, Eight of Diamonds, in his performance, had gained him a lot of attention, and his voice is distinctive, so he has talent. Yeah, and I think right here and King of Clubs, I don't know, the King of Clubs, I think he knew that his voice was gonna be distinctive, and that there's no Ali Campbell. You can't do without him, and from UB40. You can, and I think he knew that, as the King of Clubs. And I think there was some differences maybe, and that's why he left, because there was another band member that left because of the differences. And yeah, he was trying to go solo, I think, but he had some challenges. But I think they both had challenges when they separated. And then this Ace of Spades, I think was trying to get footing when he became a solo artist. And sometimes I think this is talking about, like when we want to start new and fresh, we gotta come back to our friends, and we gotta make things right, and friends and family, even though it's an uncomfortable situation, instead of leaving like hate. And I think because they're grown, they lost 2 band members. I think they've grown. Yeah, they've matured. And then this Three of Spades is like, you can't do it alone. So I mean, solo. Sometimes it works for solo artists to go solo, but sometimes having more than one person in a band, like having 2 brains together to songwrite, even though there's technical differences and stuff like that, if you can grow together and nurture each other, and and you can harmonize together. And I think when they separated, both sides kind of got, got challenges. Okay, it is 2-2. So I was trying to, when I put this card, I was trying to figure out, you know what, did he must have had some older, Ali Campbell must have had some older influence, an older influencer. And it doesn't, when I look at all the articles, he wasn't raised with his grandparents, but he did have a grandfather that built him out or settled something when he did something bad when he was young. And but you see how the tutu is enticing him. So I was thinking, and this Kamopua, this Pua'a pig, kind of represents his Chinese astrology, you know. So this could represent his Chinese astrology. But another thing was being enticed, yeah, and being tempted. And this could be like, because there's another article with him and his wife, and he has 8 children with this his wife Julie. And Julie mentions that he had to go through a lot of girls before he went to Julie. And so this could be like Kamopua style, being enticed and being, by the sweets. Sweet, could be sweet success, could be women, who knows. And then the kitchen sink always reminds me of when he was younger. He wanted to bring everything to a reggae concert, including the kitchen sink. Because if you look at like their videos, Stop Falling in Love, yeah, like he just wanted to make reggae expand and have reggae bring the kitchen sink, the kitchen sink with him. Because like if you look at all the instruments playing in some of the videos, like the trombone, the horns, I forget what else I can remember. Guitar. I just remember, I think Can't Falling in Love has all these horns and playing, right? So like bringing the kitchen sink with reggae music. And then those kinds of artistic extra things can clash with the band because it's hard work. That's why I think. And this Nihoi reminds me, he might have had a potty mouth when he was younger, like a potty mouth. And then this Kanye reminds me of him and his brothers, all Kanye, yeah, all boys, yeah, giving his mom a hard time, having a potty mouth when he was young, something like that. Okay. This one, 7 of Swords. I think this is like, he wanted to take, I don't think it was only him. I think all his band members wanted to give each other credit, give themselves credit as well, and be important in the band, and also leave a legacy, okay, in the 7 of Swords. And then 8 of Cups. I feel like walking away and not feeling fulfilled. I feel like he didn't feel fulfilled, and that was why he walked away. Or when he walked away, he felt unfulfilled. And I think this is talking about, yeah, leave a legacy, but maybe in this 8 of Cups, also when you leave something, leave it better than how you found it. Leave your band members or your workplace better than how you found it. You know what? Keep the nurturing relationships nurtured. Forgive those people that you're leaving. Find forgiveness in them that did you wrong. And then the Empress. I feel like the Empress was like, it's like Empress status. Like having footing in this status, but not knowing where to go. Being young and not knowing where to go. And then feeling trapped in this 8 of Swords because, okay, I don't have my band members, so I'm like feeling like, what direction am I going to go? Left, right? But I'm still keeping a positive attitude and being confident. But in reality, am I disillusioned or not? I'm not saying that Ali was disillusioned, but just saying in general, like when you leave somewhere, a workplace, and then it's not how you really, and you're going with Empress power, but you're finding out that it's not all what it would be like as a solo artist, or even as a changing employment, something like that, you know. And then vice versa, like your workplace might feel like oh no, we don't have that person, we don't have that band member, so now we don't sound as good, or we don't have that worker in our workplace, so we're not being effective and efficient, you know. We're our customers are down, you know. Same thing. Okay, now Ghetto Nun and the Hawaiian Libra cards. Okay, right here, Rags to Riches. This pretty woman is Rags to Riches. Remind me of the Rags to Riches. And that's what UB40, the group, and Ali Campbell went through. They went through this Rags to Riches kind of energy. Then this is air. Okay, meaning element. So he's an air sign. So they travel a lot. They like traveling. He likes to travel. And then this one is undermined. I think people had undermined him when he went solo. That, oh, okay, and I think the band basically, oh yeah, we don't need him. We get two other voices. But if you close your eyes, you can tell the difference. And Ali's voice is more mesmerizing. No offense to the other band members, but his voice is more memorizing. And then right here, fake. Yeah, so like this is goes two ways. Like I feel like when they didn't have Ali, they had to fake their voices and sound like him, you know, and it was hard. It was hard. And then also, you know, when Ali went solo, he was I think he was attaching the name to all kinds of other groups, yeah. But all in all, the band, I pretty much but I feel like this was they overcame this. Okay, so this message could also relate to someone some like someone having a fake account, pretending to be you, and they're undermining you, and they have a they're insecure with themselves, so they have this fake account, and then they're undermining you by going on your account, on your social media account, and making any kind to you. And there was people that undermined and probably lied about Ali Campbell. They said that he only wrote one song, and that was the song forgot what that song was, shucks. But it's a really good song, and something like Waiting, no, not Waiting, but I'm pretty sure he co-wrote a lot of songs on there, on top of there. There's this one article that is claiming that he only wrote one song. Maybe let me, oh, where did I put my book? No. Oh yeah, no, yeah. But I'm pretty sure he probably co-wrote it. Some songs he and I just get this feeling that when he wrote one of his songs, it was from his own personal experience, and that's, you know, that's how we grow. Okay, I found it. Okay, I'm gonna try and look for what song he wrote here with my messy handwriting. Okay, so, but I mean, bravo to whoever wrote this song, Don't Break My Heart. It was just so interesting. This group is so interesting. Yeah, there's a big difference with Ali's voice. Maybe I didn't want to mention that part because, you know, it's like a lot of dramas. Oh yeah, I wanted to say love and blessing to Astro, who wrote his own raps, and he was a vocalist as well. and Brian Travers, who wrote a lot of the hit songs, and everybody else that wrote some hit songs like Earl James and Norman. Okay, let me see. Okay, I guess I didn't write it down because there was just so much dramas, and I gotta write the I would have had to write, do that all in the reference. That's why maybe I didn't include the song that he wrote. But okay, let's continue with the reading. Okay, so yeah, fake accounts here and undermine. Yeah, so it can go both ways, where different scenarios where someone has a fake account, blah blah blah, and is undermining you and harassing you on social media. Okay, let's see. Okay, so right after this is my 2 cards. Yeah, so it was these 2 cards right here, I believe. Oh no, not these 2 cards, sorry. It was these 2 cards right here. Calamai. Okay, Green Tarot, the Buddha of enlightened action. My soul informs my every step. I do what my heart compels me to do. Okay, and Green Tarot, the Buddha of enlightened action. That is totally describes. It seems like it describes Ali Campbell. And then you have this one, Pope Joan, the pontiff of possibilities. The possibilities are limitless because the soul is limitless. Yeah. And I think the whole group just went about with their saw the possibilities as being limitless, and did a lot of risk taking. So they did their own. It was at the right time, at the right moment. Okay, so timing is everything. Sometimes you get lucky because you're at the right time at the right moment, and you appreciate those blessings. And then the second thing is taking risks, but also manifesting. So they were like manifesting while they're writing all these songs, like getting out of poverty. Yeah, they wrote that one song. They got out of the unemployment benefit, but they kept the name UB40. It's just probably easy to everybody knows that group, right? It's so easy to remember as well. But the Green Tarot, the soul informs my every step. I do what my heart compels me to do. They went by their hearts, their singing hearts, their love for reggae. And they saw every possibility, and it's limitless. And I believe the band members are also philanthropists. Like they have their different, especially healthcare, because of what happened to them. I think they contribute to these organizations. Yeah. Okay. So our Chinese good luck, because this is gonna be the last year of the rabbit, and now we're coming in Chinese astrology. We're gonna get into another animal. Yeah. So let's see what we got in this card. I pulled out one card from Divine Source. Help me know that all my deepest needs will be met. Let me trust that you have a plan and the right actions will come. You are my source for all. One of his interviews, one of Ali Campbell's interviews, in his interview, when they asked him what kind of advice you would give young people, and he said, you know what, I wouldn't give anybody advice because we're still learning. Because he mentioned how their songs went on cassettes, then they went on CDs, and then now you gotta download them. And he's still learning those kinds of technology. He's still learning, and I thought that was very humble of him to say that. Yeah, to mention that. So yeah, Divine Source. Go back to the source. Yeah, when you're not sure. I think for us, this message is saying go back to the source. um we gotta come back home, ground ourselves, and I'm trying to look at for the right words. Like I can visual it, but trying to articulate the right words. But like when you are stuck as well, like having writer's block, having a bad day, breathe, and then go back to the source, go back to grounding yourself. And only you have those special places where you can go and ground yourself. And then I know, just know, being a knowing that all your needs are gonna be met. I used to be someone that used to be like and I was on welfare before, yeah. Oh, how am I gonna pay for my schooling? I'm running out of scholarship money, and they're not gonna pay for my last semester. And I used to be one of those people that was nervous, and I wasn't in my element of going back to divine source. So we gotta get back into our element, our signature element, or our grounding element. We gotta go back. We always gotta go back. Yeah. In order to move forward, sometimes you gotta go back. I mean, I'm not saying like dwell in the past. Okay, I'm just saying going back where you came from, where your pico is. Maybe visiting back to ground yourself. Yeah. So in Hawaii, we come from the ko'a. If you look at our creation chant, the kumulipo, we come from the ko'a, the corals. Yeah, so I love to go back to my source, which is the ocean, and touch the coral and the sand. Oops, sorry. And touch the coral and the sand. I'm moving my hand, that's why I touch the coral and the sand. So this was such a interesting reading. So I'm going to leave the references on the bottom, and please watch their videos and their interviews. It's awesome. And Ali Campbell, is so talented, so handsome, still handsome 60-year-old. I can't wait to go to their concert. Anyways, aloha, ahui ho, and malamu pono.